Right then, it is 10-7, and it is now time to bring up Van Connor, my movie reviewer. This is his intro, and he loves it.
How could I not?
So, Van Connor, movie reviewer extraordinaire, let us know what movies we are reviewing this week.
If you've had a bus sail past you in the last 2 weeks, you can't have missed the first film that we're going to talk about, which is, of course, the Golden Globe winning 1917 is finally upon us, directed and co-written by Sam Mendes, based on what we're told are tall tales from his grandfather who served in World War I, which is the almost real-time story of what it's meant to look like it's sort of one take, but it's actually sort of two or three. Story of two young soldiers during World War I who are sent on a life or death mission to deliver a message to an incommunicado British general, played by an actor I couldn't possibly spoil, who is working on faulty intel, so they can't reach him to tell him otherwise. He thinks the Germans have retreated. They haven't. They've actually set up another front that's even more fortified than they expected. They're going to wipe out all his men, and one of the young soldiers has an older brother in that exact platoon. I've got a clip for you of their marching orders.
The second are due to attack the line shortly after dawn tomorrow. They have no idea what they're in for. And we can't warn them. As a parting gift, the enemy cut all our telephone lines. Your orders are to get to the second at Quasi Wood, 1 mile southeast of the town of Auguste. Deliver this to Colonel Mackenzie. It is a direct order to call off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't, it will be a massacre. We will lose 2 battalions, 1,600 men, your brother among them. You think you can get there in time?
Yes, sir.
The trailer to this just looks incredible in my eyes, and Sam Mendes being involved, obviously, one of the writers. It's got to be good, right?
To be fair, it is good. It's a brilliant technical exercise. You say Sam Mendes. The thing is, obviously, Sam Mendes to a lot of us now is the director of Skyfall. This film, obviously, reunites him with his cinematographer from Skyfall, Roger Deakins, one of the best in the business. The man that gave us Blade Runner 2049. You don't get better looking than that, and this is a damn gorgeous movie. You'll see nothing like this. As I say, it's meant to look like sort of one continuous take. There's a break in the middle of it and then another continuous take. I think there's a third, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
It is absolutely brilliant. It's a spectacle you absolutely have to see, you have to take in and behold. I will say, as a film in its own right, it does have flaws. I mean, I don't think the two leads are particularly brilliant, particularly the one from Game of Thrones who played Tommen Baratheon, Dean Charles Chapman. I think he's a bit of a moist flannel. I think George Mackay is going a bit Rodney Trotter on this one. But other than that, I think it's a very, very good movie. I can see why this is getting the awards praise. It's definitely going to get best film nods. It's definitely going to get best director nods. And it really deserves best cinematography nods. There is no film that looks like this.
Okay, lovely. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So we've got about a minute and a half left. On to the next one, The Runaways.
So The Runaways, a British film about 3 children whose father passes away. They go on... For lack of explanation, they have to trudge across North Yorkshire with 3 donkeys to escape the clutches of their criminal uncle. Written and directed by Richard Heat, produced by Mark Thomas. It's very much what I would call a kitchen sink Enid Blyton kind of a story. Not for everyone, but the 3 performances from the child actors are genuinely charming and make the film absolutely worthwhile.
I'm sorry. I'm the next of kin. Everything's mine. You've got till tomorrow. Pack up your stuff.
We need to get as far away from here as possible.
Where are we going?
We're going to Mum's.
You what?
Everyone's looking for you guys. Seen the policeman on the TV.
Can't be us.
Maybe I'm mixing it up with the 3 children and 2 donkeys I saw earlier.
So, is that any good?
I mean, for my money, it's not as good as it could have been. I think it relies too much on the bleakness of it. There's not enough levity in there. It needs a few of those moments. There's 1 or 2, and they go a long way, but it needs more.
Okay, finally, we've got like 25 seconds to talk about your last one. Which one is it?
So, Seberg, starring Kristen Stewart as Jean Seberg. The story of how the FBI basically persecuted Jean Seberg after she became a French New Wave star because of her support for the Black Panther Party. Genuinely great performance from Kristen Stewart. Brilliant performance from Jack O'Connell, an actor I don't like very much. But the film isn't very interesting, and I think that's a shame given the wealth of material available to them.
So tonight, the winner is by far 1917 by your enthusiasm, I can tell.
Oh, no, 1917. You absolutely have to see it, Adam. You'll love it.
All right, I am on it, and as ever, it's been a pleasure. I will speak to you next Thursday with more.
Till next time, sir.
Thanks, Van.